20-year-old Sarah had invested every cent of her savings into this billiards hall. Now she sits among empty tables, watching her dreams slip away, even after slashing her prices from $25 an hour to just $15. She assumed that if people weren't buying, the price must be the problem. But lowering the cost did nothing to change the fact that the room remained silent. This illustrates a hard truth in business. Human beings have a built-in defense mechanism against being sold to. When a struggle to sell leads to even more aggressive tactics, it only reinforces the customer's instinct to pull away. High-level entrepreneurs realize that the most effective way to grow a business isn't to push a product harder or demand attention. They look for ways to drop the sales pitch entirely and replace it with a system that invites the customer to participate in a game. One gym owner saw his high-end facility sitting empty day after day. He decided to stop charging for monthly memberships and introduced a rule that seemed like it would destroy his business. The gym became free to use, provided you never missed a session. If you did, a $5 penalty was automatically charged to your account for every missed workout. Because the barrier to entry was gone, people who had been procrastinating on their fitness goals saw a way to start without an upfront cost. They signed up in droves, convinced they would be the ones who would never have to pay a dime. This chart explains it. The flat line is a reward, but this sharp spike is loss aversion. People are twice as motivated to avoid losing $5. As they inevitably miss days, penalty revenue grows automatically, keeping the gym uncrowded. This works because the owner built his business model around a predictable human flaw, rather than an idealized version of human potential. A similar shift occurred in a quiet noodle shop. A homeless man offered the owner 3 ideas to fill her empty tables in exchange for a warm meal. His first suggestion was a 10-second eating challenge. If a customer finished their bowl in time, the meal was free and they won $50. If they failed, they simply paid the standard price for the food. The challenge turned the shop into a stage. Customers began recording their attempts and bringing friends to watch, which naturally built a crowd outside the door. He also suggested adding an element of chance. Every order came with a dice roll. A 1 earned an extra egg, a 3 got a free drink, and a 6 gave the customer a discount on their next visit. This small thrill of winning something extra creates an emotional loop. People return not just for the food, but for the chance to feel that specific high of a victory again. By focusing on the experience rather than the transaction, the owner turned a simple meal into something customers sought out repeatedly. Sarah, the billiards hall owner, eventually met Thomas, a seasoned entrepreneur. He realized her business was suffering from the same lack of engagement. He told her to offer the first 30 minutes of table time for free to any customer who walked in. This was the hook. Thomas knew that once a group starts playing and gets into the flow of a game, they rarely stop at 30 minutes. They stay, they buy drinks, and they pay for the subsequent hours. To keep them coming back, he suggested a tournament system. This gave casual players a structure and a reason to return week after week to see where they ranked. The business shifted from renting out equipment to hosting a community. Customers weren't just paying for table time, they were paying for status and connection. Creating an endgame provides a repeatable reason for customers to stay engaged, turning one-time visitors into a consistent community. Within months, Sarah's hall stayed occupied late into the night, providing the cash flow she needed to open new branches. The noodle shop and gym saw the same result. Their schedules stayed full because the system itself kept people coming back. Building a successful business is a matter of designing the correct underlying system rather than trying to force a sale. These are the core elements: chance, competition, and community. When a business incorporates these, it creates a self-sustaining loop that doesn't rely on constant price cuts. Businesses that prioritize the transaction above all else often struggle. Those that focus on the customer's experience find that the financial results follow naturally. Focus on building the game, and the growth will follow. If you follow SoulScript, you're learning how these systems work. If you don't, you might miss what we uncover next. Congratulations on growing every single day.